myself. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm Francis, the intern, first day, but please, call me Frankie. Hi, Frankie. Hey, what's up, guys? All right, connect auxiliary cable to sound output node. That sounds fun. Let's see what happens. I can plug this in. All right, nice. Oh, yeah. I got to crank it all the way up to feel the vibes. Oh. All right, hey, put your hands up in the air like this. Yeah, there we go. Science dance party. Hey, you guys see the robot? Let's see the robot. Bring it down in the lab. Technologic. Yes, nice moves. Oh, that's my alarm. Love these things. Can't live without them, right? All right, that means that it is time. So here we go. Let's do this. Whoa! DJ Frankie in the lab. Make some noise. It's called ultrasonic drums. Pretty sweet, right? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, scientists of all ages, welcome to the SpectacuLAB. I'm your not-so-novices, the interns who talk the rest, Frankie. Now please put your hands together and create a sound wave. Oh, yeah, that means clap. For today's scientist. Our first scientist coming out here is a graduate of the University of Florida. She's a psychology and zoology specialist. She enjoys traveling, playing guitar, and improv comedy. Give it up to the one and only Kira Silverman. Our next scientist coming out here is a graduate of the University of Central Florida. He's a biotechnology specialist. He enjoys reading about the latest medical advancements and working out. Here he is. He's something to pre-show. Let's give it up for Mo Barlotti.
The best part about being a scientist is the rock star entrance.
We are Science from Scientists, a national non-profit organization on a mission to bring real, cool science to folks just like you. Our fellow scientists are in classrooms across Massachusetts, California, and Minnesota. We are so excited to be here with you all today.
Hey, did you like my intro? You know, if I don't make it as a scientist, I could always be an ultrasonic drum musician. Woo!
Well, you know, Frankie, there is a lot of science in music.
You did say you felt like a rock star today.
And we'll make a rock star scientist out of you guys.
Well, I know it's only my first day, but you guys are scientists. Isn't this some sort of technology lab or something?
Well, Frankie, science and technology go hand in hand. And for decades, electronics companies like Murata have been pushing the boundaries on how science and technology work together. Their scientists have developed critical components behind the tech that's part of our everyday lives. Murata's research, development, and manufacturing have made them one of the leading innovators in electronics technology.
Cool. Hey, Frankie,
Yeah, what's up?
is that a phone? Yeah? Well, have you ever wondered how it works?
Nope.
No. Well, it's full of itsy-bitsy, extremely tiny capacitors and components that work together to make it do all the cool things that you all use it for.
Wow.
Yeah, even the ultrasonic drums you were playing use technology created by science.
Exactly. See, we need science to design cool technology. For example, those drums you were playing before uses something called ultrasonic pressure to tell how far away you are from it.
Ultrasonic pressure is like sound waves that we can't hear. The sound comes out of the drum, bounces off of your clipboard, and then returns to the drum. The drum knows how far away the clipboard is from it by measuring how long it takes for the sound to come back after being sent out.
Cool, let me give it a try. Let's see. Hey, that's pretty cool. This one's my favorite.
We put up another real-world application of ultrasonic pressure on the screens as well.
I see. So they're using science in the back of these cars to make sure you don't bump into anything. And I was using that same science to make music all through ultrasonic pressure.
Yep, that's right.
Under pressure, pushing down. Sing along, guys. Under pressure.
That's not the only kind of pressure I have. Frankly, there's pressure all around us.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've got homework, laundry. Today's my first day. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what I'm
Not
doing.
that kind of pressure. Do you know what this is filled with?
Air.
Yes, exactly, Frankie, air. Believe it or not, the air all around us is pushing on us, exerting pressure.
Now, pressure is how hard something pushes over a certain amount of area. We call the pushing done by air barometric pressure. silicone sensors that all work together to even change in barometric pressure. And as you can see here, we have already attached it to this pulley, and we can see a readout of the change in barometric pressure in real time.
Oh, in real time?
In real time.
That's so cool. Wow.
So Frankie, as our intern, we need your help.
Awesome. What do you need me to do?
Just pull on that rope. Science and technology will do the rest.
Just pull on this rope?
Yeah, just pull on the rope. The barometric pressure sensor is now detecting how much the air is pushing on it.
Right, and as our sensor rises, there's less air bubble exerting pressure on it, just like you when you go up in an airplane.
And we can see this on the screens behind us. This graph shows the change in barometric pressure. As the sensor is lowered, we can see the barometric pressure go up, whereas the sensor is raised, we can see the pressure go down.
Wow, that is such cool technology. Hey, how'd I do, boss?
Great job, Frankie, but you're not done yet. Here, hold this.
Whoa, check this thing out. It glows. Neat.
Like our sensor on a string, this cube also detects barometric pressure. But even better, this cube changes colors as the barometric pressure changes.
And we've actually created a little game to play.
What? Games? I love games. Who knew there were games in science? Hey, can I help?
We love games too, Frankie. But first, would you mind getting us a few volunteers from the audience?
Sure thing. I'm gonna need some help. Raise your hand for me if you'd like help out. I'm gonna need 4 volunteers. Let's see here. Let's see. How about you right here? Hang out right by the ring for me. How about you on the end right there? Hang out right there for me. And how about you right here? And you right here. Come on up. Give it up for our volunteers, everybody. All right, thank you, volunteers. Great. We got some cubes over here. This looks super fun. And what's your name? Nice to meet you, Patricia. Hang out right over here for me. And your name? Jaden. Nice to meet you as well. And your name? Peter. Nice to meet you. And your name? Daniel. All right, hang out right here. It's gonna be awesome. Give it up for our volunteers, everybody. Yes.
So the game is called Scientist Says. Now here's how these cubes work. Right now these cubes are all detecting barometric pressure. Now barometric pressure is sensitive and can be affected by things like the weather outside, the number of people in this room, or even the location of the cubes on the stage. So you all might have to hold your cubes at a different place than the people around you to get the same color as them, but that's completely normal and it's part of what makes the game so much fun. So right now on the ground when the pressure is the highest, the cubes are typically yellow. Then I'll bring it up a little bit of blue, then green, and then at the top where the pressure is the lowest, red.
Cool. So here's how the game works. The screens behind us are going to show a color, and the goal of the game is to get your cube to match the color on the screen. And remember that you can change the color of your cube by raising it and lowering it.
All right, the name of the game is Scientist Says. I'm gonna play the scientist, you guys are gonna play the game. So everybody grab your cube with 2 hands. We're gonna get this party started. Let's start off with the color yellow. Oh yeah, so towards the bottom, maybe towards your feet there. Yeah, bring it on down a little bit lower. There we go. And now blue. A little bit higher. Oh, there we go. Careful not to go too high. We got a couple there. And green. Oh, we got 1, 2, 1. A little bit lower. And how about red all the way to the top? Reach on it up. As high as you can. Yes, you can do it. All right, let's bring it back down to yellow. All right, we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit more now. Let's go to green. Whoa, how about blue? All right, we got a couple blue there. And now red. All right, time to speed it up even faster. Green, yellow, blue, red, yellow, green, blue, red, yellow, purple, orange, green, blue. Great job, you guys. Thank you so much for work. You guys did that right. High five all around. Yes, excellent job. Nicely done. Wonderful work. Give it up for our volunteers one more time, everybody. That was so cool. Wow. Who knew that pressure could be so much fun?
We did.
Oh, right, yeah, of course.
We can do a lot of really fun things by exploring how pressure works. Remember when we said earlier that pressure is how hard something pushes over a certain amount of area? Well, we call that amount of pushing force.
Oh, I know what the force is. Where's my lightsaber? Oh.
Frankie, not that kind of force.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I went solo on that one.
Well, when we say force, we mean the kind of force that's involved in things like kicking a soccer ball, where your foot exerts a force on the ball, causing it to move. And we can show you. We need another volunteer.
Awesome. I'm going to need another volunteer. Raise your hand for me if you would like to help out. I'm going to come on out here. Let's see. How about this guy right here? Come on up. Give it up for our volunteer, everybody. All right. Awesome. Follow me right this way. We got some cool stuff happening up in here. Some science stuff with our awesome scientists. Hey, what's your name? Nice to meet you, Lewis. Hang out right behind that white line for me. Everybody say hi, Lewis.
Hi, Lewis.
So we can start to measure how much force something's exerting by first finding now knowing what we just discussed, what do you think would happen if someone were to stand on 100 cups?
Oh, I know. They'd all go splat.
So who thinks Frankie is right? What?
Yeah, my man Lewis, high five, dude.
And who here thinks something else will happen?
Oh, I see how it is.
Alright, well, science will reveal the answer.
But first, let's give it up for Lewis.
Yes! Take it out, sir. Take it out. Yes, wonderful. You can head right back to your seat. Excellent job.
But we're not quite finished yet, Frankie. We're going to need some more volunteers.
Awesome. We're going to need some more. Raise your hand for me if you'd like to help out. How about you right here? Hang out right by the ramp for me. How about you as well? Hang out right over here for me, right by the ramp. And I'm going to come on back here. How about you right here? Come on up. Give it up for our volunteers, everybody. All right. Awesome. Yeah, you can follow me right this way. We got some cups up here. This looks super fun. And what's your name? Nice to meet you, Ella. Hang out right over there for me. And your name? Matthew. Nice to meet you, Matthew. And your name? Ian. Nice to meet you, Ian. All right. I'm excited to see what's about to happen with these cups.
Okay, so here we have a tray with over 100 paper cups on it. And we're going to see what happens when our 3 volunteers stand on these cups at the same time. So we're going to go one at a time. When I call your name, step up onto the orange X in front of you with both feet and then stay there. All right? So Ella, you're going to go first. Now Matthew. And Ian.
Hey! Nice! Everybody say cheese!
Cheese.
Oh yeah, Ian's having a blast. Check it out. Oh, it's magic!
No, Frankie, it's science.
All right.
But let's give it up for our volunteers, everybody.
Great job, you guys. Get your hands up. Say high five. All right. Excellent work. Nicely done. Great job. That was so cool. Wow. I thought all those cups would be going out for sure, but you guys proved me wrong. That was pretty sweet.
So remember, the single cup crushed because all of the force was concentrated on a small area, the size of that one cup. If we spread that same force out over an area 100 times bigger, each cup feels less pressure.
Exactly. So because the force was so spread out, each cup only felt a tiny bit of pressure.
So now, considering all that we've learned so far, what do you think would happen if someone were to lay down on a bed of nails?
They would bleed.
Oh, Frankie, think about what we just learned.
All right, let me think about this. The force of the body would be spread out over 1,000 super sharp, scary nails. Just like the force of someone or our 3 volunteers standing on 100 cups.
Which means...
They won't get stabbed.
Correct. Now, take this balloon, for example. Even though a balloon would easily be popped by a single nail, we can push down onto a spread of nails. Ooh. So, because the balloon is going to be so spread out, pressure of any one nail against the balloon is going to be very low.
Up here on our table, we have some weights. These are 2.5 pounds each. Do you guys want to see how many of these weights we can fit on top of our balloon?
Kira, I didn't quite hear that at all. Do you guys want to see how many weights we can fit on top of the balloon?
All right, we're going to start off with 5 pounds.
All right, 5 pounds, get intense real quick.
Okay, the balloon's looking pretty good with 5 pounds, but I think we can crank it up another notch to 10 pounds.
10 pounds, that's how much I bench press. Thank you.
Well, we're going to work our way up to 15 pounds on our balloon. And see, the balloon is totally safe.
Hey, give it up for our scientists. You know, I guess somebody would be totally fine if we were to lay on a bed of nails.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
What? What was that? You guys hear that? That was not cool. Not part of the plan. I should get out of here quick.
Come on, Frankie, everything will be just fine.
Yeah, sure.
How about you help me with better nails?
Yeah, whatever you say. All right, we're going to bring this big bed of nails forward, yeah?
Yep, towards all the children.
Oh, great. All right, we're going to place that down right there. Okay. Looks like we're all set. Good to go.
So, Frankie,
Yeah.
I'd love to see you be our volunteer.
What? No, what?
But unfortunately, as the intern, it's not allowed in his contract.
Oh, thank goodness.
So, I volunteer.
Oh, cool.
My partner in crime, Bo.
Oh. Give it up for Mo, everybody.
Excellent, Frankie. Your safety is important. And remember, kids, do not try this at home or without scientist supervision.
Oh boy, here goes nothing.
Okay, Mo. Try not to move. I'm wearing an accelerometer.
Oh no, okay, hey, find your happy place, find your happy place, find your happy place.
Okay, everyone, we're gonna count down from 5. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let me know when you've done it.
Frankie, you've done it. I'm fine, you're fine, we're all fine.
Whoa, that was amazing! Wow, I didn't feel a thing. Hey, let's do it again.
We're out of cinder blocks.
Oh, right. Oh man, that was so awesome. I can't believe you just smashed that thing right on top of him. Wow, well, you were such good sport. Let's clear the area here. Oh, and guess what?
What, Frankie?
You nailed it.
You're hilarious.
Everyone, give it up for Mo!
Thank you. So I was saved by the power of science. You see, the force of my body pushing down was spread out over 1,000 nails. Now with the force being so spread out, the pressure of any one nail against my body was very low.
Right. Just like our 100 cups with extra people on them, your body was fine even with the added force of a cinder block and a sledgehammer. Let's take a look at the accelerometer readout.
Wow, that was amazing. Science is amazing, and it goes so well with technology. I mean, without technology, we wouldn't have been able to get all the data for the experiments.
Frankie, you've come so far in your understanding the importance of science that I think it's time.
Time? Time for what?
It is our honor to bestow upon you, Frankie the intern, your very own science lab coat.
Oh, yes! Sweet!
May it remind you of the importance of science and your role in discovery, invention, and all things science.
Thank you so much. I will wear it with pride.
Well, thank you so much, Frankie. I hope that you and everyone in the audience has a newfound appreciation of science.
Without science, we miss out on so many amazing things. Things like cell phones, cars, healthcare and medical equipment, those ultrasonic drums, and so many more things.
Oh man, my head is swimming with questions, but I have a little internship to ask them. Do any of you guys have any questions out there for our scientists? No? Raise your hand if you have any questions about anything you might have seen during the show.
Or about anything in general. You can try and stump us if you want.
Yes, right here. How does an accelerometer work? Good question.
So, it's just like what you have in your car, basically. It measures speed over time. So, you have miles per hour, or, the UK, for example,